So I left off on, and why should they? You probably was like, why should they what? Why should they worship false god, a golden image? Why? They have a God. And he is the one that created everyone. So here it is. This person coming to the king, snitching on the Jews that did not bow down when the music was playing. So the king is very furious, grave, commanded to bring Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego. So they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spoke, saying to them, "Is it true, Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my God or worship the gold image which I have set up? Now, if you are ready at the time you hear the sound of the horn, flute, harps, lyre, and symphony with all kinds of music, and you fall down and worship the image which I have made, good. But if you do not worship, you shall be cast immediately into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is the God who will deliver you from my hands?" First off, he got his nerves to still try to get them to bow down and worship this image. And then, even worse, he got his nerves saying some stuff like, "And who is the God who will deliver you from my hands?" As if you don't know the same God that gave Daniel the secret of your dream, what you dreamt, without telling anyone about your dream. Daniel knew your dream, told you your dream, and interpreted your dream. With those three men that you have right there threatening, they prayed to get that information for you. God gave it to them. That's why you put them ahead, gave them a higher rank, right along with Daniel. So, and then he had the nerve to say, "And who is the God who will deliver you from my hand?" First off, you're not a God. If you think you can go up against God, please think again. Please think again. So anyway, Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter." Meaning they wasn't going to answer him at all. They didn't have to. They know who their God was, and they know who can deliver them. They answered him anyway, though. But they let him know. They don't have to. They didn't need to. So they said, "We have no need to answer you in this matter." They don't need to. It says, if that is the case, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us from your hands, O king. But if not, let it be known to you, O king, that we do not serve your gods, nor will we worship the golden image which you have set up. They basically let him know, We don't have to answer you with this, but I'm going to let you know anyway. The God we serve can save us, can deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he can deliver us from your hand. So that's the God that can do that. You know about that God. You know him. Then he said to them, let it be known. They said to the king, let it be known, O king, that we do not serve your God, nor worship the gold image which you have set up. And I like this in the NLT version as well. NLT version says, but even if he doesn't, we want to make it clear to you, your majesty, that we will never serve your God or worship the God statue you have set up. Now, they were basically telling him, no matter what you plan on doing, throwing us in the furnace or whatever you're going to do, we're not worshiping your God regardless. There's one God we worship, and there's one God we love and care for, and who cares about us, and that's God. That's the only the only God we're worshiping. We're not worshiping yours. So no matter if you're going to throw us in the fire, just do what you're going to do. But I'm trying to make it clear to you. If God decides to save us or not, we're not worshiping your God. I thought that was so amazing how they said that. So amazing. I love the fact that they said also, God whom we serve is able to save us. That means he is able to save them. He's able to save them, or he's able to just let them burn. But when it all boils down, God's will be done. And because of them not worshiping worshiping the golden statue that he made or bowing down to him, and even though if God decided not to save them from the burning blazing furnace or whatever you want to call it, they still will have their place in heaven because they refuse to worship false god, a golden statue, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, let's keep on going. Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and expression on his face changed towards Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego. So he's so mad that his whole expression on his face just changed, completely changed. He spoke and commanded that they heat the furnace 7 times more than it was usually heated. Whew. So let me put it like this. They made him that mad that he decided to make the hot, fiery furnace hotter. So hot. Because he was just that hot himself. He was just that mad himself. Wow. You let somebody get you that angry? You let somebody get you that mad? That's crazy. So anyway, they made it hot. Then, and he commanded certain mighty men of his army to bind Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Let me stop right there for a minute. He commanded mighty men to bind Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego. Now, what he needed to do all that for? One, he's so angry, so mad that he decides to turn up the heat in the fury 7 times more than they ever have done. And then he decided to get the biggest, toughest, meanest, roughest army person that he have in his army to tie up these 3 men that ain't even being violent, that ain't even fighting with him, that ain't even trying to stop him from ruling, that ain't even doing anything but just telling them, We not worshiping your statue. We not worshiping your golden statue. Now you want to sick big men on these little guys for what? For what? Because you're mad.